Hi everybody, trust you're all doing great. Today we're going to look at sexual performance for men and the things that can actually improve your sexual performance, right? That means we're going to analyze the things that cause your sexual performance to actually go down and how to avoid this, especially for men who are above 40, who might begin to see the decline in their sexual performance compared to how it was when they were a lot younger. So you don't just have to accept or push the panic button that, oh my goodness, I'm in problem now, I need to start taking, the blue pill or the yellow pill. No, you don't have to necessarily go there yet. You still have a lot of gas in you, as a matter of fact. What you need to do is to adjust your lifestyle, and that's what we're going to look at today. Things that you can do that will still ensure that you have your peak performance for a long time according to your natural ability, right? So what are the two things that really affect men? There are two major ones. One of them is premature ejaculation, and the other one is the erectile dysfunction. Now let's start with premature ejaculation. Premature ejaculation is when a man gets to orgasm in less than a minute after penetration, right? Anyone can have premature ejaculation in some situations. There could be, some very passionate or emotional moment with you and your spouse or something, and that could just cause you to have that less than 60-second experience. That does not mean you have premature ejaculation. So premature ejaculation is for the person who has this consistently, right? You are not able to do more than that. So what are the solutions to this? Or should I say, what are the remedies? The remedy is twofold. It's psychological and it is also, physiological. That means to say your hypersensitivity. It could be your penis is hypersensitive. It could be your mental still. That is your psychological state, which is over anticipating the desire for the sexual experience. Now, the solution will require one major thing, which is communication. And that has a lot to do with your partner. So I will call it, practicing patiently with your partner. You have to communicate, first of all, okay, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm facing. Bear with me. We're going to solve this thing together. So you need to really beg your partner to indulge you, have patience with you while you learn on the job, so to speak. So you get to learn and modify your techniques, etc., until you get it right? So once you have established communication with your partner and you're on the same page, I will tell you that 50% of the work has already been done, as the pressure, the anxiety will be taken off of you because the pressure from the expectation to perform has been reduced drastically. So in this situation now, you now have the opportunity to be able to work out. Like I said, practicing will make perfect in this scenario. You need to practice consistently. You want to start having sexual intercourse as usual. And when you feel you're about to ejaculate or climax, you want to either have your partner or you do it yourself, hold your penis and squeeze, towards the tip for some seconds until the desire to ejaculate, subsides, and then you could continue all over again. So that's a little bit clumsy, but you can practice it until you get hold of mastering your body. That is, you're able to master the orgasm control. The second one is the start and stop. This one really requires cooperation from your partner, because in the process of your trusting, when you get to the point where you feel you're about to climax again, you want to stop. But like I said, it requires a lot of cooperation from your partner, because if your partner is still giving you what we call in Nigeria here a return fire at this point in time, it's not going to work, right? So your partner has to also be calm with you while you are stopping, understanding that you're trying to gather yourself back. So while you stop, then you're able to kind of allow that feeling to subside a little bit, and you continue again, right? So you can do this 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You'll get to the point where you won't be able to do it again. And then at least you're learning, right? You're getting better at doing this. So like I said, anxiety is reduced when you communicate. So communicating helps all of these things. Second thing you can do is psychologically or mentally look to the second round. So you can tell your partner that, hey, let's allow the first round to slide. The first round is just going to be my warm-up. Whatever I do in the first round, if it is 10 seconds, 20 seconds, that's my warm-up. I'm going to get myself ready for the second round. The second round will usually be better. If the second round is still the same thing, then you really need to apply this technique. And if it still gets to be the same thing, then you need to address it maybe from a doctor's perspective, or you look at it from a physical fitness perspective, which I'll talk about much later, right? So psychologically, this will help you. There are other things that you could actually use also. There's desensitizing things that could desensitize your manhood, right? You could desensitize your penis tip. There are balms, there are sprays, but some of these things have side effects, and I will always rather prefer that you master these things yourself. Another controversial one is masturbation, people have said that masturbation would help if you can masturbate just like an hour or so or 2 hours before you engage in sex with your partner. It will help you to be in a better state of mind to actually perform. So in other words, it's going to be like you're performing your second round in your first round. But that's up to who can do that and who cannot, right? Depends on how you think and how you see it. So we'll go to the next one, which is erectile dysfunction. So erectile dysfunction now is when one is not able to hold for long or not even able to get a very hard erection, right? So either you get hard or you go down quickly, or you can't, as they say, you can get up or you can't stay up. This also will require communication with your partner. The first thing always will be communication. That will help to release tension and to remove that unnecessary burden from your shoulders, right? Communication that, oh, this is what I'm having right now. I need you to help me to help myself, right? And get over this hump. And if you do that, there are things that you need to consider. Because when it comes to erectile dysfunction, there could be other things. It could be a sign, especially for someone who was not always like this. You have been someone that was performing better in the past, and all of a sudden now you are beginning to have this issue. Sometimes it could be a sign of an underlying health issue, right? It could be a sign of underlying health issues like, heart disease, obesity, hypertension, diabetes. There could be something underneath that's causing you to have issues, maybe with your blood flow, with your heart, and that's also affecting the amount of blood flowing to the penis, and that's why you're not able to have that erection. So this could be a sign for you to actually check all these things. Outside of those, it could also be stress or depression related. So if you analyze your situation and you've had some maybe death in the family, or you had some major trauma that has affected you emotionally, that can actually cause that to happen, right? So your desire, the libido will generally reduce in that situation. Your hormones, cortisol will be high, testosterone will be low. That's going to be natural in that situation. If you have these issues, then you don't want to ring the bell, the panic button immediately also, because you know that it's just a temporary phase that you'll get over. So you want to observe that. But like I said, you want to also check with the other health issues if you also have underlying health issues. Now, barring those things, then it now means that most likely it is a diet issue or a cardiovascular health issue. And that means you can solve it easily. That's why I say the lifestyle changes. So in that case, what you want to do is you want to reverse the things that might have caused this thing. So you want to check your diet. Let's start with exercise first. You want to check your lifestyle. Are you active or are you sedentary? If you are very sedentary, then you want to become active. You want to become daily active. Also, you want to do aerobic exercises at least 3 times a week, where you have at least 30 minutes of exercise that ensures that you have good blood flow. Then you also want to look at your diet. So as for the diet, you want to eat healthy. Excess carbs, processed foods, and sugars can deprive your body of nutrients. Also, excessive consumption of alcohol and smoking can also negatively impact your body in many ways and can cause inflammation. At the end of the day, this will also affect your sexual performance. So you want to incorporate vegetables and fruits, various vegetables and fruits into your diet that are rich in nutrients to absorb these things by, minimizing the amount of carbs that you're taking in and the amount of sugars that you're taking in. So also I had said I would talk about premature ejaculation with respect to diet and fitness, because sometimes it could also be a product of that. And if that is the case, if you adjust your diet and your fitness, as I've explained earlier, you will also see an improvement in that regard. That is to say, though you will have better performance. In some scenarios, even though your first round might be quote unquote 60 seconds because of that arousal, you find out that you still have the hard on. That's what we call the double jump, right? Even though you have climaxed, you will still be hard and you can still continue until the second round again, which will obviously be a better one. So that's because there's better blood flow in your system and you're fit, to be able to carry on with strength. So these things can also all be factors which you should also consider. So like I said, if you're able to talk to your partner and get them to be patient with you, you can practice. So patience, practicing with your partner, and you will have all these results sooner than later. I've done 2 videos earlier, one on the diet, 11 foods that you could get naturally that will help with your sexual performance. Another one about exercises that will boost testosterone production. So you can check that out, right? I'll link them at the end of this video and on the description also. So thank you for watching. Kindly share this video with other people. A lot of people are facing these issues and it's affecting marriages badly in many ways. And a lot of people are quiet about it because it's a thing that can affect a man's ego, right? You don't want to always just talk about these problems. So kindly share this, and this could help someone, at least the first level check before they need to go see their doctor. And most of the time, these things could just be resolved by doing what I just said here. So I wish you all the best, and like I always say, have a lovely one. Bye.